Let's go to part 2 of the Saturday Academy session. Sorry. Saturday Academy session. Part 2. Let's go to problem number 4. Problem number 4. Study guide. Get that in front of you. All right. So the one part of this study guide that I think was imperative for me to go over completely was problem numbers 1 through 4, because that's something that we've covered in the past, but it's like a lot of things that came together as one problem. And some of you are still noticing, I noticed that some of you are still struggling with in the inequality portion of systems. So here it goes one more time. I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to put the system right next to it, because on my screen it won't fit if I leave it up there. I just want to make sure that I show the system right next to the coordinate plane as we're graphing. Okay. So I'm going to put it right there. Let me zoom in. It says, graph the system given, give 2 order pairs that are solutions and 2 no solutions. So, first things first, before you get started, look up please. Look up for this one. I want you to write right here, the very first thing before you graph. Pay attention to this part please, because it happens every year when we do these. Some people forget to put the solutions and not solutions because they focus too much on the graph. So right away before you get started, you're going to write solutions. And then you're going to open up 2 coordinates. And then underneath that, you're going to write no solutions. Also 2 coordinates. So like that at the end, once you're done graphing, guess what? You need to fill those in. Everybody with me? All right, so here we go. Let's start with the first inequality. Look at it. Is it in slope-intercept form already? All right, so let's graph this one. I'm going to start with red. Where do we start? Positive 4. Positive 4 is up here. Plot your point. What is my slope? Negative 3 over 1. So that means I need to go 3 down. 1, 2, 3. 1 to the right. Plot my point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1 to the right. Plot my point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 1 to the right, plot my point, graph my line. Before I graph my line, I need to look at the inequality symbol. I'll write it right above it. Y less than or equal to. So less than or equal to, that means it's what kind of line? A solid line. So then you draw your line, make sure it goes through all the points. And then we're going to write y less than or equal to, and then we write the positive 4. And you're saying, why don't we write that, Mr. Q? Because we want to find out what is the solution to this inequality first. So look at it. Y is less than positive 4. So here's positive 4 of the y-axis. Here's the y-axis. Positive 4. But then it says y is less than 4. What numbers are less than 4 on the y-axis? 3, 2, and everything in between down here. Now look at that red line that we graphed. Where is this at? Underneath and to the left, or above and to the right? Underneath and to the left. So that means we're going to shade everything underneath and everything to the left of that line. We good? All right. Let's do the second one. The second one, I'm going to switch to blue. Where do we start? At negative 3. Negative 3 of y is right there. What is my slope? 2 up, 1 to the right. So I'm going to go 2 up, 1 to the right, plot my point, do it again. 2 up, 1 to the right, plot my point, do it again. 2 up, 1 to the right, plot my point, do it again. 2 up, 1 to the right, plot my point, graph my line. Now, before I graph my line, let me show you my inequality. My inequality is less than. Does it have an equal sign? No. So what kind of line is it? A dotted line. That is correct. So we're going to draw a dotted line for this line. And to remind everyone, what does a dotted line mean? That the points on the line are not part of the solution set. Turn everyone just said, please. All right. What else do we need to finish graphing that inequality? The y and the -3. So let's see. -3 is here. We're on the y-axis. It says y is greater than -3. I'm sorry, less than -3. What numbers are less than -3? -4, -5, everything this way. So where should I shade? Above that line or below that line? Everything below, which is down here, and everything to the right of that line. Who sees the solution set for that system? You guys see it? Okay, show your neighbor, please, because maybe they don't see it with their graphing. Solution set for that system. All right. So in case you don't see it, look up, guys. Here's the solution set. You guys see the section right here? Therefore, am I done? No. Now I need to do what? Write my two solutions and two non-solutions. Okay, fill those in, please. Thank you. Let's see. Mia, R, give me a solution. 2 negative what? -3. Let's see. 2 -3. Yep, that is part of that solution. Who can give me another one? Pedro. 1 -3. 1 -3. I need a non-solution. Non-solution. Giovanni. 3 1. 3 1. Let's see. 3 1. Yep, that's not part of this. Julian. 0 0. That's right there. Yep, that's another non-solution. How are we doing with this one? Show me with your fingers how comfortable you are with these. 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 4 4 4 4 5 5 5 5 5. Okay. All right. I think we got these. Yes. All right. Let's move on to our word problems. Yeah. Let's go. Number 5 and on. Okay. All right. I'm going to read this one out. It says, Fungi Game Rental Store charges an annual fee of $25 plus $6.50 per game rented. The game bank charges an annual fee of $65 plus $2.50 per game. How many game rentals will be the cost for the same for both stores? Now check this out. What is the cost? Focus, please. Now, notice this one is not really an item and cost kind of problem. Look at it carefully. Look up, please. It's talking about how many stores? 2 stores. Who remembers these kind of problems from last semester? So this one is no longer 3 lines down. So if it's 2 stores, how many lines? 2. So we're going to draw 2 lines down. Julian, focus. 2 lines down. 1 across. 2 across. All right. Here we go. We're going to label this one Fun Guys. That's what it's called, Fun Guys Game Rental. And the other one is called the Game Bank. Game Bank. Game Bank. And right here, we're going to write total. All right. Let's read Fun Guys how much they charge. They charge an annual fee of $25 plus $6.50 per game rented. So since we don't know how many games, we're going to write what? $6.50. What else? X. And how much do they charge from the beginning? $25. So that's what? Plus 25. Remember this from the first semester? Yeah. But now, since now we're in systems, this has to be equal to what? Y. To Y. That is correct. Let's do the second one. Game Bank charges how much? $65 plus $2.50 per game. So write your equation here. Go. Let people think, please. All right, you should have written Y equals 250X plus 65. Hands if you got that. All right. So here where the total is at, we're going to write our system. What is my first equation? Y equals 650X plus 25. And my second one is Y equals 250X plus 65. I'm sorry? So, it says, for how many game rentals will the cost be the same? Cost be the same. Now check this out. Look up, please. That means this equation equal to that equation. Or in other words, check this out. In other words, couldn't we use substitution here? What is Y here? This. So for the second one, instead of writing Y, what do I write? What do I write? 650 plus 25 equals to that. So let's do that. 650X plus 25 equals 250X plus 65. So look at it. Is one equation equal to another equation? Yes, that's when the cost will equal one another. So solve it, please. I'll give you some time to do that. Go. Focus. All right, so let me solve this to see if you got the same thing. All variables to one side, so I subtract 250X to each side. We're left with 4X plus 25 equals 65. From there, you subtract 25 to each side. 4X equals 40. And lastly, divide by 4. X equals 10. All right. What does that mean? Look at it. I'm going to zoom out. It says, Fun Game Rentals charges a fee of 25 plus 650 per game rented. But look at the question. How many game rentals will cost the same? Will the cost be the same for both stores? After how many rentals? 10. So this is rentals. Label that rentals for right now. After 10 rentals. Now, but look at the follow-up question. What is the cost? Tell your neighbor what to do with this x equals 10 in order to find the cost. Tell your neighbor what they need to do. All right. Let's see. Venus, what do we do with that 10? Substitute it into which one? To which one? How about the second one? Does it matter, Venus? Why not? That's when the cost is what? The same for both, so it doesn't matter which one you use. So which one do you guys want to use, the first one or the second one? Second one, all right, let's use the first one. Y equals 650x plus 25. Y equals 650 plus u times 10 plus 25. Y equals 650 times 10 is what? 65 plus 25. Therefore, y equals 90. What does that represent? Dollars. That is correct. Put a little dollar sign on that. All right, let's write our statement. The cost for both stores to rent games. Sorry, hold on. Will be the same at 10 rentals for a total of what? For a total of 90 buckaroonies. 10 cubes. The cost for both stores to rent games will be the same at 10 rentals for a total of $90. Hands if you need another one of those. These are straightforward, right? Just 2 lines down, create your equations equal to each other, solve, and so on and so forth. All right. Okay, where I do want to get to is the 4 different types that we did last week, because I noticed some of you were struggling with the tables and the setup and stuff like that. So, let's do this. Before we get to the next one, on your blank sheet of paper, I want you to create if you have one blank side, fold your paper in half like so, and then another half like so, so it creates 4 partitions. First hamburger and another hot dog. Okay, you're going to label the top left item and cost. The right one we're going to label rate and distance. From there we went to mixture and percent. And the last one was the 2-digit. Those are the 4 different types that we saw, aside from the rate ones that we did in the first semester. Okay, let me zoom in for those of you that didn't see. In the top left, you wrote item and cost. Top right, rate and distance. Bottom left, mixture and percent. And 2-digit. All right, so watch. What we're going to do right now is look at the setup that never changes for all of the problems. Okay, here we go. First things first for all four. What doesn't change? 3 lines down. So you do 1, 2, 3, 2 across. 1, 2, 3, 2 across. Julian, I don't see you writing. 1, 2, 3, 2 across. 1, 2, 3, 2 across. All right. That doesn't change for all of them, right? So let's go with item and cost. I'm going to zoom in. What doesn't change from all the item and cost setups? Well, item, parentheses. Cost. What else doesn't change? Total. And that's it. The rest, you need to fill out the first item, second item with the variables here. So what else doesn't change? The variables. We can go with X and Y, but usually we go with the variable of the item that we're talking about, yes? All right, let's go to the next one. Rate and distance. Let's see. What is the formula for rate? Rate times time equals distance. That never changes for your setup for rate and distance problems. What else doesn't change? Check this out. The rate, you're going to put the first row is that it increases, and the second row that it decreases. Airplane or canoe or boat, whatever it is, or skateboards or bicycles, uphill, downhill, stuff like that. So therefore, check this out. So if it was an airplane and it said tailwind, okay, that's what helps increase the rate. Is that correct? How about if they were riding a bike? Would uphill increase the speed? No, what would you write? Downhill. It increases the speed, right? If they were rowing a canoe, upstream or downstream? Downstream. Downstream. I'm giving you all the terms that increase the rate. And so on and so forth. Those are probably the 3 different ones that you're going to see. Tailwind. All right. So therefore, against wind. If it's in a bike, is it uphill or downhill? Uphill, because it decreases the speed. If it's a canoe or a boat, upstream or downstream? Upstream, it decreases upstream. All that decreases the speed. That setup never changes, guys. Look at it. Something to less to worry about if you understand that that's what never changes. Okay? All right. Let's move on to mixture and percent. What do we write here? Item, and whatever they're talking about, either grams, milliliters, or whatever. So GM or ML or OZ, ounces, whatever it is to measure. And here, instead of cost, what goes here? Percent, and in parentheses, decimal. That never changes. Also, what never changes is our first mix, second mix, total mixed. And of course, write a little percent sign here so that you don't forget that you need to write the percent at the top. If that's true, what else doesn't change? What would go here? What would go here? What else doesn't change for this one? Point something X and point something Y. What else? Point something times whatever the total. Yes? I don't have sharpeners. Look at it. That doesn't change. Let's go to the last one. 2-digit. Yay. First digit. Second digit. And right here is our total. What else doesn't change? Tens. Units. What else doesn't change? Original number. New number. Okay? What else doesn't change? Check this out. T and U. What else doesn't change? 10U, T. What else? 10T plus U plus blank. All of that never changes. It's always the same. I don't know if you guys noticed it on the problems that we did in class. Who noticed it? Did anybody notice that? That it doesn't change. The only thing that you need to worry about is what goes here and what goes here. Everybody got it? Now check this out. I gave you these like this because maybe for the weekend, if you want to make it a math game night, put a Nick's card with your family and say, oh, let's play which one's which, and then just identify which setup is for each type of problem, right? All right, let's go to our study guide then. Here we go. Go to problem number 6. Problem number 6. All right. It says, let me zoom out. At a local pet store, focus, zebra fish cost $2.15 each, and neon tetra costs $2.35 each. If Yumi bought 15 fish for a total of $33.45, not including tax, how many of each type of fish did she buy? Before we get started, tell your neighbor what kind of the 4 applications is this one. Everyone? That is correct. Now that you have that, what is the first thing you're going to set up? Your table. Your table. Here we go. Let's set up the table. We're going to start from the table. 3 lines down. 1, 2, 3. 2 across. 1, 2. Are we there? What else doesn't change? Item. What else doesn't change? Cost. What else doesn't change? Total. Okay, now that I have that, let me go back to my problem. A local pet store sells zebra fish and neon tetra. So what would be our item, guys? Fish. That is correct. Julian, focus. So what do we label our first column, everyone? Zebra. I'll just leave it as zebra. How about the second one? Neon. All right. So with that said, who can help me with the first row right here. First row. How about Elizabeth? Z, N, and 15. Hands if you agree with that. That is correct. Z for zebra, N for neon, since we don't know how many of each, but we know the total amount of fish they bought, which was 15. All right? Pass someone, Elizabeth? Vanessa, what would I label the next row? 2.35Z, and this one? Oh, 215, this one, my bad. 215Z, and then? 235N, and the total? 3345. Hands if you got that by yourself? Okay, good. Can we set up our system now? Yes. So then our system is Z plus N equals 15, and then 215Z plus 235N equals 3345. Let me zoom in. So, if we use elimination, which variable would you like to eliminate, Octavio? Z? Okay, guys, we're going to eliminate Z. Tell you here what we need to multiply this equation by. Negative 2.15. That is correct. Distribute negative 2.15Z, negative 2.15N equals to negative 15 times 2.15. Do that multiplication, and I'll wait for you guys. You nice? You nice? Let's see, Mia A, what'd you get? $32 and $25. Hands if you got that. Okay, continue. What eliminates? The Z. What do I have left? 0.20N equals 1.20. Okay. So therefore, divide by 0.20, divide by 0.20. Now check this out. Since both of them have two decimal places, I can get rid of the decimal. So 120 divided by 20 is 6. Let me zoom out. Okay, what do we do from there? Pedro. Z plus N equals 15. Substitute N for 6. Z plus 6 equals 15. Minus 6 minus 6. Z equals 9. And if you got that, okay, good. All right, let's write our statement. Answer the question. The question was, how many of each type of fish did she buy? Who? Yumi. So then let's write, Yumi bought 9 zebra, and 6 neon tetra fish. 10 cubes. Show me the famous how comfortable you are with these. 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s, 5s, 4s, okay? Once again, just study the setups over the weekend. Like I said, I mean, snap people with it or Instagram, whatever you want to do. Hashtag it. Yeah, make it a math movie night. There you go. Let's go to number 7. Number 7. Here you go. Number 7. It says, an airplane travels 1,000 miles from Houston to Miami in 5 hours against the wind. On its return trip with the wind, it takes only 4 hours. Find the rate of the airplane with no wind. Find the rate of the wind. All right? Tell your neighbor what kind of problem this is. So I'm going to give you a head start so you can set up, write your equations, and then start solving. Ready, go. All right, here goes the setup really quick. 3 lines down. 1, 2, 3, 2 across. This is a rate problem, so you wrote rate times time equals distance. And then this is with the airplane, so then you wrote against the wind down here, against wind. And right here you wrote tailwind, plus, minus. Hands if you did that setup up to right there so far. Okay, so let's see. It says, an airplane travels 1,000 miles from Houston to Miami in 5 hours against the wind. So against the wind goes here, 5 hours, 1,000 miles. So if it's against the wind, that means that the plane is decreased its rate by the wind. You guys remember that? All right, let's go to the tailwind. Then it says, on the return trip with the wind or tailwind, it takes 4 hours. Still 1,000. So that means what? The plane's rate is increased by the wind's rate. Is that correct? All right, let's write our system. P plus W in parentheses times 4 equals 1,000. P minus W in parentheses times 5 equals 1,000. All right, but check this out. Remember here, instead of distributing, what did we do? We divided by 4 divided by 4. Therefore, we're left with P plus W equals 250. If we did that for that one, what do we do for the bottom one? Divide by 5, divide by 5. So we end up with what? P minus W equals 200. Now, let me put a little stop sign right here. Look up, guys, stop sign. This is so that you remember the common mistake most of you make because you're going too fast is this. Look up. You do this, and you write this equal to that. Tell your neighbor the mistake, please. Some of you just write P, but we're combining. Remember that? So that means P plus P is 2P. Therefore, divide by 2, divide by 2. The plane speed is 225 miles per hour. Which equation do I use for the wind? The top one. So P plus W equals 250. But instead of P, we write 225 plus W equals 250 minus 225 minus 225. We got W equals 25 miles per hour. We'll do the setup. We'll do the setup. Yeah, because the rest of the work is done. Here we go. Therefore, the plane speed is 225 miles per hour, comma, and the wind speed is 25 miles per hour, 10 Q. All right? Go to your blank sheet of paper. Okay, look up, please. I want you to set up the table and your system for this problem. Don't copy the problem. I'm going to read it out. Ready on your blank sheet of paper. Label this one example 7Q. 7Q. It reads, an airplane travels 750 miles from Atlanta to Orlando in 5 hours against the wind. Focus, please. Against the wind in 5 hours and 750 miles. On its return trip with the wind, or tailwind we call it, it only takes 3 hours. Find the rate of the plane and the rate of the wind. Go, I'll give you a head start. Here we go, set up. 3 lines down. 1, 2, 3, 2 across. Then you wrote rate times time equals distance. What else? Tailwind against wind. For the tailwind, you wrote P plus W. Tailwind was 3, and the distance was 750. Against the wind, you wrote P minus W, 5 hours, 750. Hands if you got it to right there. Okay, good. From there, our system, P plus W times 3 equals 750. P minus W times 5 equals 750. And if you got that so far. Okay, good. From there, we said we divide by 3, divide by 3. That gives us P plus W equals 250. Divide by 5, divide by 5. P minus W equals 150. And what did we say? Watch out for which mistake right here? That you have to add these two, right? 2P equals 400. Divide by 2. P equals 200 miles per hour. From there we grab this one. P plus W equals 250. 200 plus W equals 250 minus 200 minus 200. W equals 50 miles per hour. And your statement, the plane speed is 200 miles per hour and the wind speed is 50 miles per hour. 10 Q. Hands, if you got that? Okay. All right, let's move on to number 8. Number 8. What's that? Oh, stand up, stand up. And as we're stretching, it's Scarlett's birthday on 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Scarlett. Happy birthday to you, and many more. Round of applause. Good. And this is going on YouTube. Yay. All right. Y'all ready? Let's go to number 8. Number 8. Look at this one. Focus, please. Oh my goodness. It says, a paint mixer wants to mix paint that is 20% gloss with paint that is 40% gloss to make 8 gallons of paint that is 30% gloss. How many gallons of each paint should the paint mixer mix together? So obviously, what kind of setup is this one? Mixture. I'll give you a head start so you can set up your table. Try to not look at the notes. Try to do it by memory first. Sorry, let me go back to study guide A. My bad. Let's see. Yes, I always have a backup study guide. Yes. All right. Sorry. So therefore, this one says, paint mixer wants to mix 30% gloss with 60% gloss to make 12 gallons of paint that is 50% gloss. How many gallons of each should the painter mix? You already did your setup right now, right? Right, Julian? Very good. So since I gave you a head start, let's see. You should have done 1, 2, 3 lines down, 2 across. That never changes. What else doesn't change? First, mix. Second, mix. Total, mix. With a percent here, and percent here. That doesn't change. What else doesn't change? Item. In parentheses, now what items are we talking about? Gloss, but we're writing the measurement, which is in what? Gallons, GL. I'm going to write GL. Here we write percent, parentheses, in decimal. So let's see. Let's fill out the first mix. How much percent was the first mixture? 30. Very good. What was the second mixture? 60. What was the total mixture? 50%. Okay. So now that we have that, let's go to our gallons. Do we know how many gallons went into the first mixture? No, so we label it X. Do we know how many gallons went into the second mixture? No, so we label it Y. Do we know how many gallons went into the total mixture? 12. There it is. Next. 30% in decimal is 0.30, and we bring down the X because we don't know how many gallons that came from. What is the next one? 0.60 Y. Next one, 0.50. Do we know how many gallons came from that one? 12. That is correct. So what is 0.50 times 12? That is 6. All right. So, how are we doing up to right there? Okay. All right. Let's write our system. Our system is X plus Y equals 12. Then we have 0.30X plus 0.60Y equals 6. From there, you should know what to do. I'm going to give you a head start so you can finish it off. Figure out which variable you want to eliminate. See what you're going to multiply the top equation. Solve for x, solve for y, and write your statement. You got 1 minute. Ready? Go. Yes. Yes. Everything on the study guide is going to be on the test. Yes. Here we go. So, from there, some of you eliminated the x, so I'm going to multiply times negative 0.30. So this is negative 0.30x, negative 0.30y equals negative 4. From there, these cancel. We're left with 0.30y equals 2. Are we there so far? All right. So from there, divide by 0.30, divide by 0.30. Y equals 2 divided by 0.30. Move this twice, add 2 zeros. So this is 6, is that correct? 180, 20, and it repeats. So this is 6.6 gallons. You didn't get 4? What do we get? Oh, my bad. Then maybe I made a mistake. Let's see. 12 times. Am I allowed to make a mistake? Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's 3.6. 3.6. My bad. This is, focus. Oh, you got to be so rude. 3.6. So we're left with 2.4. Is that correct? Divide by 3. So therefore, we move the decimal twice. So that gives me 8 gallons. Hands if you got that. Okay, good. Let's go to the solve for x. X plus y equals 12. X plus 8 equals 12. Minus 8 minus 8. X equals 4. And this is gallons. Therefore, the paint mixer mixes. I'm going to start with the X. 4 gallons of 30% gloss with 8 gallons of, well, the Y corresponds to the 60% gloss. 10 cubes. Hands, if you got that? 8 gallons. All right, let's go to the last one, number 9. We're going to finish a little early, except for one table is going to stay behind to help clean up. One table. No. Here we go. It says, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 11. When the digits are reversed, the new number is 9, less than the original. Find the original number. Let me zoom in. So, first things first, our setup. 3 lines down. 1, 2, 3. 2 across. 1, 2. That never changes, right? What else doesn't change? First digit, 10. Second digit, units, and total. What else doesn't change? Original number. What else doesn't change? New number. What else doesn't change? T and U. What else doesn't change? Hold on. I'm writing everything that doesn't change. 10U, T, and here 10T plus U and plus. Yeah, the equal is this bar right here. All right? So let's see. The original number, if we add the digits, how much is the sum? That goes here. For the new number, when they are reversed, the new number is what? The sum is 9 more. So 9 more is right there. Oh, 9 less? I'm sorry. Let's see. 9 less than. Oh, my bad. So here instead of plus, we're going to write what? Minus. Let's go. So let's write our system. T plus U equals 11. 10U plus T equals 10T plus U minus 9. So before we move on, really quick to highlight, the only thing that changes, bless you, is this number and this number. Because everything is the same. First digit, second digit, digits reversed, the new number, and then either more than or less than. There it is. All right, let's solve this. Bless you. The second equation, we need to get all the variables to one side. Is that correct? So therefore, minus 10t and minus u. So here we put minus u minus 10t. This is plus. So we're left with 9u minus 9t equals negative 9. All right? Let's see if you remember from yesterday. We bring this one down, yes? So what do I write? U plus t equals 11. All right? So from there, to start elimination, we multiply the second equation by what? By 9. Very good. So we're left with 9u plus 9t equals 99. So this and this cancel. So we're left with 18u equals 90. Divide by 18. U equals 5. Yeah, but you need to show the work, right? Once again, if you don't show work, you're not going to get credit, people. I'm showing you the process. Here we go. So we use t plus u equals 11. U is 5. T plus 5 equals 11. Minus 5 minus 5. T equals 6. So the original number is 56? 65, because this is the tens over here. So 65, 10 cubed. What's that? Check your answer. Very good, Xavier. Here we go. How do we check? Well, we write it over here. Look up, please. 65. What is 6 plus 5? 11. And it says the new number, if we reverse them, the new number is 56, right? It says it's 9 less. The new number is 9 less than the original. So what is 65 minus 9? 56. That's how you check. Okay, you're going to do one of these by yourself? Last one, yes. Yeah, you can use one of those. Yes. Okay. I know, right? Okay, on your blank sheet of paper, last one for today. Example 9Q. It says, the sum of a two-digit number is 7. When the digits are reversed, a new number is 9 less than the original. Find the original number, check your answer. So, I'm sorry? Okay, you need to show the work. All right, so once again, on all the word problems, guys, you guys can do guess and check, and you can come up with an answer. I don't want that. I want you to show me the process. Okay, so on your paper, try and do the process for this one completely without looking at your notes. I'm going to stop the video already so I can upload. So those of you watching the video, see you guys till Monday. Be ready for the part. Bye.